Hello.
Hey, is this John?
This is John.
John, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. You got a second?
Okay. Am I on the radio?
Yes, you are. I just wanted to talk to you about a friend that we both have.
Okay, what friend?
It's a girl named Sarah, and I know that you guys went out on a date. It was like a blind date, which I can understand has got to be kind of weird. How was that, by the way, when you met up with her and you'd never seen her before?
So she gave you my number?
Yeah. Honestly, dude, was she not hot?
No, I was pleasantly surprised. She's very attractive.
It sounds like something bugged you about the date. So what was it?
I don't think it's a good idea to really talk about this on the radio, honestly.
Is it that bad?
It could be interpreted as pretty bad, yeah. She had a tongue ring, and for me, I know tongue ring means pretty easy. So I've had that phase of my life already, and I just don't need to be dating anybody who's...
So you feel like because Sarah had a tongue ring that she's not the kind of girl you want to take home to mom, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Like right now I want something more serious. Serious.
Can I say something?
Hey, yes. John, Sarah's actually on the phone with us right now. She heard everything you just said.
Oh, my gosh.
Sarah's on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just made this giant assumption about my whole personality and decided that's true, and it's not, first of all.
Well, it's just in my experience, any girl that I've dated who's had a piercing on her tongue or different parts of their body, it's like the sex is going to be great, but the relationship's not going to
Maybe the problem is with you, and maybe you've just dated a lot of sluts, but I'm not like that.
John, have you turned down girls before because of piercings?
Yeah, or like a lot of tattoos or so. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not what I'm looking for right now.
If you know that about yourself, why did you even lead me on? Like, why did you talk about going to a play? Like, it's not like you suddenly realized I had a tongue ring. It's pretty obvious.
Honestly, I already knew in my head that things weren't going to work out, so I just threw that line out there to kind of get out of the date, just end it.
John, the one thing I'm really confused about is who cares how many people anyone has slept with? I mean, if they're gonna, I
think a lot of people do. Yeah,
it's like 1,000 people. I am not hooking up with you. If a girl says I've slept with 10,000 guys,
I'm asking John. Why does that matter? I
think everybody listening right now is like, I think it matters.
That's because Brooke's hooked up with the entire promotion staff, so she doesn't want us to judge her.
I think you guys are really missing the point here. I really do. I think that it doesn't
I think
matter.
everybody understands exactly the point.
I'm the only one in a loving, healthy relationship, by the way, out of this entire group.
Yeah.
And I would like to know, John, what happened to you by some chick that makes you think that a girl with a tongue ring is promiscuous, and then what bad will happen from that? I don't get it.
I've been on a date with a girl who had a tongue ring, and it was easier to take things to the next level, and within a month, everything had kind of flamed out. It didn't last. It was good for a flash, and then it was over.
I agree with you, John. I think most girls I've met with tongue rings, same thing.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Piercings, tongue ring, tattoo. No, I don't know.
It's a blind date, so you got to take what you see and what you get. I didn't have time to get to know her a lot, so I just had to base my understanding of her on what I saw and what I heard.
He's totally disregarding everything that we talked about, and I think it makes you an ass.
Oh. What can I do to convince you that I'm not an ass?
Hey, I'll tell you what you could do. John, I would love to pay for you guys to go on a second date. We will send you out again. The show will pay for it. Will you go on a second date with Sarah?
You know what? Yeah, I will. If nothing else, just to prove that I'm not an ass.
That's a good way to put it, yeah. Way to sell yourself there, John.
Oh my God,
Sarah, would you be willing to go out with him again? We'll pay for it.
I don't want to go out with a guy who thinks like that.
Amen.
You've proven you are an ass. You can't unprove that.
Once you go a-hole, you never go back.
John, you heard her. She will not go out with you again. What do you think?
Well, honestly, now I'm a little bit disappointed because I thought for sure that it was going to be a done deal that night.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Nick, please?
Yeah, this is Nick.
What's up, dude? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Wait, what?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio station.
Okay. Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because you actually know a friend of mine. You went out on a date with her, and you haven't called her back.
Okay.
So her and I were talking, and she really liked you. Would like to see you again, but she's confused, and she wants to know if she did something wrong on the date.
Okay, who are you talking about?
A girl named Katie?
Oh, your friend's Katie. Okay.
Yeah. And I know that she went on the date with you. I don't know if she told you, but she hasn't really had a drink in 2 years, and she went out.
Oh, no, she told me. She told me that.
Okay.
Oh.
She sort of screamed it at me.
Really?
Oh.
How'd that work?
I was there, and she showed up, and she ordered a drink, and then she pretty much slammed it, and then ordered another one, and then it just kind of went from there. And I would say she probably within an hour had about 5 drinks.
Nick, how long do you think that you got to talk to sober Katie before drunk Katie took over?
7 minutes.
Wow.
I mean, it literally escalated so fast, and I was thinking we would go somewhere where she could get some food, but she wanted to go dancing, so she begged me to go dancing, and then I went with her, hoping there'd be food at this place. There was not.
I just picture her pulling her arm like, I don't want food. Let's go dancing. Let's take me dancing, silly man.
And then in the middle of dancing, she screamed in my face with joy that she hadn't had a drink in 2 years.
Oh, all right.
God,
I
I'm
can-
free.
Yeah.
Okay. With all that said, Nick, was she fun?
It was fun in like a reality show that I'm watching at home sort of way. It was happening to you.
Did you feel like you were going out with one of the members of Bad Girls Club or something? Just, I haven't had a drink in 2 years. Let's take me dancing. Let's do
It was
this.
like Girls Gone Wild, but I'm in the dynamic.
What's the most embarrassing thing she did, Nick?
I pulled her out of the backseat of the car. I realized that she had left me something in the backseat of the car, which was not there when she was placed in the car.
Did she puke?
No, she had taken a in my car.
What?
No.
Oh my God.
Hey, Nick. Katie is actually on the phone right now and heard everything you just said.
Nick,
great.
oh my God, I did not.
Katie, come on. I think I know better than you do.
I've actually had this happen to a friend of mine.
What?
Yeah.
A guy or a girl?
A dude did it in her place.
What?
But anyway, that's not the issue here. The issue is Katie.
Katie.
Katie, has this ever happened to you before?
No, I can't even believe that's true. I am mortified. I don't even know what to say.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty
I
disgusting.
can't even believe that's true. Why'd you keep buying me drinks?
I didn't buy you drinks. I threw you over my shoulder, dragged you home, you in my car, and then I said
No,
goodbye
I'm
to you.
talking about before you had to put me over your shoulder. Like, how many drinks did you buy me? At some point, you probably realized I was pretty drunk. Like, why wouldn't you take me home?
You kept ordering the drinks, and I don't know you.
And she didn't tell you at the beginning of the date that she hadn't had a drink in a long
She told
time.
me at the end, which point I brought you home.
Katie, didn't you realize when you got home and things were a mess, your clothes, that something would have happened?
Honestly, I really don't remember. And my roommate had sort of threw me in the shower and cleaned me up because I think I threw up. And I absolutely think he's exaggerating. I really don't think that happened.
Katie, I know it's embarrassing, and I understand being defensive, but do you think maybe a better tactic would be to apologize and kind of admit that perhaps you did something wrong?
Yeah, if I did that, I'm sorry. I can't. It's so not me that I can't even believe. Obviously,
Hey, it's always a
I don't
good time
know.
when you your pants. That's what I say. I think you guys had a great time.
I'm just saying, like,
I wish that was a joke, but you're being serious.
Yeah, Katie, I'm not judging you. You know how many people I've peed on that I've been and beds I've ruined and clothes? Like, I do that all the time, so I'm not judging you for it at all. I'm joking around, but like, you know what? It happens sometimes.
I just I don't know.
maybe we could get to a point where Nick could forget that moment and remember why there was a connection between you two.
I don't think you forget that
Nick-
moment.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, it was awful. And then the fact that she just tried to flip it and make it my fault.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Nick,
I'm not making it your fault, Nick. I'm just saying take some responsibility.
I did take responsibility. I brought you home,
Yeah.
called your friend, and you in my car.
hey, Nick, at the end of these second date updates, we always offer a second date. We will pay for you to go out with Katie again if you'd like to. Would you be
No,
willing?
you guys, it would be great is if you could pay to have my car interior cleaned.
Yeah, no detailing, no auto detailing.
No.
Sorry.
All right, so here no.
None of his friends are ever going to sit in the back seat again.
Yeah. Katie, at least you got a good story to tell.
I will never tell this story as long as I live.
Come on. Thanksgiving dinner, the fam's around. It'd be hilarious.
To your grandkids?
Yeah.
No.
I remember when I in a guy's car.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Gianna?
this is she.
How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Good.
You recently went out on a date with a friend of mine. His name is Chris.
Okay.
You remember going out to dinner with Chris?
I do. Uh-huh.
Cheesecake Factory. It's a nice place. I like it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm calling because Chris really enjoyed the date, and he's wondering why you haven't called him or texted him or returned his email asking if you wanted to go out again.
That's a little weird. I don't know. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Really, 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 really nice.
Okay.
All right. Usually that's not a glowing review of a
Yeah.
dude.
I guess I figured that when he asked me out, he would have a plan of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah. Was it just the restaurant choice? Because he did tell us that, he let you choose the restaurant. I mean, that can't be that big of a deal.
Oh, well, it wasn't just the restaurant. He didn't make a decision the entire date. Like, oh, well, should I pick you up or will you meet me? And I ordered first, and then Chris was like, oh, I'll have what she's having.
Oh, really? He didn't even make a decision on his food?
Wow.
And it goes like this all night.
Yeah.
And I decide that I want dessert.
Okay.
And so I say, what dessert would you like? I give him the opportunity to order something. He goes, well, whatever you would like.
Oh, my
Oh.
so annoying.
I'm halfway surprised that he didn't ask me if he could go to the bathroom.
Hey, Chris?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm here.
Gianna, I should probably tell you that Chris is on the phone. He's been listening the whole time. He heard everything you just said.
Are you kidding me?
Say hi, Chris.
Hey, Gianna.
Oh, hi, Chris.
I was just trying to think about your needs. I was just trying to be considerate because most guys don't do that.
Okay, but you asked me out, dude. You gotta man up. Have a plan when you ask a girl out on a date. If I wanted to date another girl, I'd date another girl. I went out with you because I thought you were a nice guy, but there's such a thing as just being too nice.
It's been a little bit of a while since I've been with a woman, so I'm just not good at these things. And I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it. That's what I should say. I'm not used to it.
You're okay.
Yeah, that was a weird way of saying it, Chris. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So you haven't been out on a date in a long time? That's what you were saying?
My job is just so demanding,
God.
so I don't get a lot of time generally to go on dates.
Can I hear Gianna's interpretation of the kiss at the end of the night?
Oh, yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
Can we actually not do that?
No.
That embarrassing, huh?
Gianna, tell us about the kiss.
He drops me off at home. I'm going to leave the car, and I'm opening up the door, and I guess this was his time to finally be a man. He lunges over this console, and I thought he was going to fall into my lap.
It's hard to do that in a car.
You're right, Chris. It is very difficult to get that kiss in a car.
The girl to the door.
Were you just nervous, man? Is that what happened?
I just feel like the expectations are too high. Like, what do you want from me, you know?
He's still indecisive.
I want you to know where you want to go. I want you to know if you're going to pick me up. I want you to not fall into my lap. I want you to know what kind of cheesecake you like. I don't feel like I'm asking a whole lot from a guy to know what kind of cheesecake he would like to eat.
I feel like I can do this.
You do. Oh.
I like it says, I feel like I can do this. Not, I can do this.
Okay, I can do this.
There you go, Chris. That's that
Confidence.
go-getter, can-do attitude.
Confident Chris.
And Gianna, you got to think, it took a lot of cojones to call a radio station to deal with
No,
this.
it didn't. It took a lot of cojones to call me.
Yeah, that's true.
If we continue to go out, if every time something goes wrong, you're going to call Jubal?
Personally, I would love that, Gianna.
Yeah, he has a hotline. He does charge.
Yeah.
He gives horrible relationship advice normally.
Well, you did pick up the phone, though, so this seems to be working in some sense.
There you go.
Well, yes, I pick up my phone when it rings, Chris.
Oh, man.
Well,
Hey.
you didn't answer my emails.
You know, you sent one email that was just a question mark. Like, I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Gianna,
It's so funny. I'm sorry, Chris, but that is funny.
Gianna, at this point, I would like to say we will send you out on a second date. We'll pay for it. Chris obviously wants to go out again. Gianna, would you go out with him?
If you guys could send me, like, a project plan so I have, like, in my email so I have an idea of what it is that we're doing so that I do know there is a plan. Oh, God. Sure.
Yes.
Why not?
You are so
Love it.
nice.
Yes,
Woohoo.
You
Go
are
Chris.
so nice.
Chris, you got your second date, man.
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Wow,
You
you can tell.
Yeah, can hear
Leave
it in
him
your voice.
alone. Come on.
Chris, any idea where you want to go?
Well, I hadn't really thought about it, honestly.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hey, Sarah, it's Jubal.
Hey,
How's it going?
it's okay.
You doing all right since your date with Guru?
It's over, so I'm doing great.
Oh, you poor thing.
We just talked to Guru, and of course, he told us about the date that he took you on. Apparently, he took you to the butterfly exhibit,
Yeah?
to Costco.
Oh, he admitted that. Okay.
Yeah, he said.
He said you were into it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Sarah, can I ask what your initial impression of him was?
I thought he was weird.
Yeah.
But, I mean, but it wasn't weird, in a way that I couldn't spend some time looking at butterflies.
Guru's quirky and eccentric. That's what I would say. I wouldn't call him weird. He's an interesting character. He'd be a fun guy to hang out with, I would
So
think.
you wouldn't call him weird, but I would.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, plus the other stuff's really weird. So maybe taking a woman to a butterfly house is not weird. The other stuff's weird.
How did he get you on the bus to Costco?
Oh, God, how did he get me on the bus to Costco? He said he had this great, new hotspot that he thought was really unusual. We're helping save resources by taking a bus. I thought, cool place to eat that I've never experienced before. Mm-hmm. And I was right. On top of it, I've never experienced eating at Costco before.
Aren't the chicken bakes delicious, though?
Not when a guy you met an hour before asks you to eat it Lady in the Tramp style.
Oh, my God.
He asked you to eat a chicken bake Lady in the Tramp style?
Yes. I think I should have run then. I thought he was just making a joke. I realize now that was no joke. It was just getting weirder and weirder. And he has these long monologues about paper being the future, and I don't understand what he's talking about. I'm not getting angry, but I'm confused,
Yeah.
and I'm strangely interested because I've never been around someone who talks the way he does.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm repulsed.
Right. So you get in the pedicab.
Yeah.
Did you jump out of the pedicab at a certain point?
Listen, you guys, you don't know. This whole thing, it just kept escalating and getting weirder. And he stands up in the pedicab and he starts screaming, "I'm the king of the world," with his arms outstretched. And something just switched in me, and I just jumped out because the only thing I could think was I would rather be hurt and break my leg than spend one more second with this person.
Oh, my God.
It was just, I just couldn't do it anymore.
Sarah, are you okay? Are you okay?
Sarah, that's
You know
Guru.
who this is? You recognize this voice?
What? Oh, my God, no! No, you guys,
Listen.
oh, no.
Listen, Sarah.
Oh, shoot.
Sarah, can you just hear him out for a second, though? Because he really liked you, and I think he probably feels bad about the whole pedicab thing.
Guru want to make sure you're okay and healthy. I think that you have all this fire, which is the most beautiful thing about you. I feel like I've looked directly into the sun now, and I've come back from that.
I am not attracted to you. That's just
You're starting my thoughts. You start guru sentences. That's chemistry. You can't buy that. But we have it together.
I can't believe you would have the audacity to think I'd go out again with you after the places you took me, the way you behaved. I mean, it shows me what you think I'm worth if you take me to Costco to eat. Did you ever think of that? It makes me feel really that you would think it's honorable to take a woman to Costco.
There's a reason that you and I have been on multiple second date updates. There's a reason we're not with someone, and it's because
honorable to take a woman to Costco?
There's a reason that you and I have been on multiple second date updates. There's a reason we're not with someone, and it's because we're special people. And we're a little bit off the grid, maybe. And so I thought you would appreciate those things that are unique and that are unique. Maybe you don't. And I can't change that. Guru can't change your nature more than Guru can change nature.
That's a very poignant statement, Guru.
You keep talking in the third person. Why do you do that? It's horrible. It's obnoxious and it's crazy. Why?
Sarah, you can call names and you can lash out. But Guru will still be here with open arms. There's no netting on this butterfly. There's no netting. There's no netting. Why? Sarah, why do you insist on having this netting around you? You're a beautiful butterfly. You should be free.
But I have to go. You guys have to you have to release me from this, please.
Release me.
Give this girl a break. Yeah. Give her a break.
Sarah, don't you think you should have the decency at least to go out with him again? Like, listen to how much he liked you.
Decency? Really? You're putting it on me that I'm not decent if I don't go out with a man I don't want to go out with. I mean, really? You think it's okay to pressure women like that? It's not the dark age.
I'm sure he wants all of us to be decent.
No, I don't know that that's true, Guru.
I want everybody to be decent.
I think that's opposite, Guru.
Guru wants everyone to look at the mountains more and the ground less and to walk around and take in what's around them.
No, Guru wants everybody to do what he wants. That's what Guru wants. Guru wants the woman to shut up and go along with whatever he wants, even if it's a second date she's not interested in. So stop acting so lovable, because underneath it, you're just a controlling piece of like a lot of other guys. And you just pretend you're different, but you take women to Costco, you ask them to sit spider style on a bus. That's revolting. That's really disgusting. So you, Guru, if that's even your real stupid hippie name.
Oh, wow.
Do you feel at all guilty for setting Guru up and Sarah together? This is like, it's like oil and vinegar, dude.
Did you hear that passion at the end? I mean, eventually the wheels come off a little bit, but the passion is admirable.
Yeah.
He's undeterminable.
It's passion.
Passion.
And Guru can recognize someone who's passionate.
The wheels come off and the freaking engine falls out.
Guru, did you learn anything from today's second date update?
It's good. It's perfect, right? Because what do they say? If you get burned, try again, or don't be scared of burns. Something. But, Sarah's all fire.
I think what they say is burns build character.
No.
So keep burning yourself until you get it right.
I think they say don't play with matches, Guru, is what they say.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they did, and I guess I lit one around a flame, and it kind of blew back in my face. But Guru keeps going out there. I'll be the water to anyone's fire any day of the week. And I've got, Guru has a little spark in him, and I think the ladies would tell you that right away. And I'll tell you that, and a lot of people, and my mom would tell you that. There's a lot of spark in Guru.
I think the one thing that you need to learn is not to take women to Costco and get chicken bakes on a first date. I don't think there's a lot of women that are going to like that at all.
That's like third date material.
You know what I say to that?
What's that?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Love you guys.
Love you. Bye, Guru.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Tara, please?
This is her.
Hey, Tara, how are you? I'm an owner of a restaurant you recently gave a poor Yelp review to, and I wanted to have a quick word with you. Got a second? Tara,
okay.
I'm just joking. This is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5. How are you?
Who is this?
Yeah.
My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on the radio station Moving 92.5. We do a morning show here in town.
Why are you guys calling me? I'm sorry. I'm just a little confused.
That's all right. I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners. His name is Gary. And Gary emailed us about you because he liked you a lot.
Oh,
So-
I know Gary.
You know Gary. You guys,
It's a start.
you met at that Yelp party because you're both like elite Yelpers.
Yep.
Okay.
Yelp.
It sounds like you don't like Gary very much.
Well, I don't know if I should be saying this on the radio.
Tara, I want to say I appreciate your time, and if you're like scared to say something about Gary on the radio or whatever, remember he actually asked us to call you because he wanted to know if he did something wrong.
Just think of it as a Yelp review.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, a girl expects a guy to be a little chivalrous, you know, like on a first date at least.
And you mean just like opening doors and all that kind of good stuff?
Well, yeah, you know, like, I don't know. I consider myself a lady, you know, classy. I like to be treated like one. But the bill came at the restaurant, and he said, how do you want to split this?
Oh, on a first date that he asked you out on.
On a first date that he asked me out to.
Yeah.
And I was really taken aback. So I just kind of like reached into my wallet. I gave him a 20. I was like, okay, I guess this should cover it. And then he had the balls to just say, well, I think you had a bit more bread than me, and you also had a second glass of wine.
Stop it.
So he wanted more money?
It. Wow. He was not counting what your charges should be.
No.
I gave him a little bit more money, and he goes, well, actually, I think maybe just a little bit more because that tip is only about 15%.
Hey, Tara? Tara?
Yeah.
Gary is actually on the other line. Gary?
Oh,
Look, I always give 20%. I don't know why you wouldn't want to give 20%. So it's later. Even if I leave a bad review, I still leave 20%.
okay.
That's all
you know
I'm
what?
saying is we
Tip
weren't leaving
aside,
that tip.
I shouldn't have had to pay for anything. I mean, if we had
But
decided
I paid for the valet. I mean,
beforehand,
I
you know, like,
you up and stuff.
I don't know,
I wasn't
it's
doing
too
some
expensive
chivalrous
for you.
stuff.
Maybe we should have gone to a Jack in the Box, Gary. I mean, seriously.
And this was like our very first date, and I didn't choose this restaurant. We both said we wanted to review it together. I don't think it's weird to split the check on our very first date.
I mean, like, this is not how someone wants to be treated when they want to take you out. You know,
I'm
it's
with
like
you.
I don't want to have to dig into my purse to like help pay for the sales tax. I don't know. It made me feel like honestly.
Tara, would you not have had a problem with it if you had chosen the restaurant?
Maybe that would have been different.
Maybe it would have been different. Yeah, okay. Tara, come on. You're giving the guy a bad time because he just wanted to split bills with you.
He counted how many glasses of wine.
Maybe I'm just like old-fashioned that way. I honestly am. Somebody asks you out. They choose a restaurant. He's taking me out. Like, he should pay for the bill.
If that would have been that kind of date, I would have paid for it. But this was like a mutually agreed upon, like, we're going to go review this restaurant together.
I don't know.
Sounds like a business deal, not
Yeah.
a date.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's like to be on a date with you? I mean, you literally were like, nobody does that. Guys don't do that. They don't. We were going to go review the restaurant, but to me, like, I thought it was like that was an excuse to, like, have you take me out, you know? Like, because I liked you. Like, I thought it would be fun to go. It was, it was a date.
Now, Gary, would you have been okay if she would have just given you the 20? In hindsight, maybe that was where you should have drawn the line.
No, I mean, 20 didn't even begin to, like, cover it. I don't know what that was. I don't know why I should be expected to pay for everything, especially because
Exactly
it's a lot
what
of
you should be doing.
expensive
It's
things.
the first date. After this, like, the second date, third date, maybe we can split it. Like, that's just what happens on dates. Whoever takes them out pays for it.
But you were ordering a $14 glass of wine. I mean, just think about that.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
really expensive. Why would you do that on a first date?
What's
Then
the difference between a $12 glass and a
for it.
$14 glass? It's a $2 difference. Are you counting
Yes.
pennies? Like, are you super poor? Like, what's going on here,
Tara,
really?
practice a little self-control, all right? When you're out on a date. And don't order
We're
the most
going out to a French restaurant.
Yeah.
Come on, get
All right.
the house Merlot. You're fine.
Well, how about this? How about this? We take money out of the equation and send you guys out on a second date, and we will pay for it.
Yelp anywhere of your dreams.
Yep.
I don't know if we can afford Tara's taste.
Tara, will you go out with Gary again? We will pay for a second date.
Oh, man. I mean, maybe I should go out with you guys.
No, because I'll make you split the bill for sure. Will you go out with him again?
You know what? I would love to see Gary take himself out. I think that he should see what he's like on a date with himself.
Wow. Gary, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I guess our Yelp ors don't vibe or whatever.
Gary, I'm also going to need your address because I need to present you with half of the bill for this phone call. That's cool.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.